Hidden deep in western Colorado lies one of the state's best-kept secrets, Rattlesnake Canyon. Our goal was simple: find Colorado's hidden treasures, a canyon with more natural arches than almost anywhere else in America. What we found online was to take a confusing off-road trail through a remote wilderness. The plan was to take the off-road trail to the top and hike along the top of the arches following the upper trail. The problem is that there is not a lot of readily available information on how to get to them. The path was clearly laid out. We were well on our way to the top. The route to the upper trail was closed, so we started our backtrack with a plan to find another way. A review of the National Park supplied map appeared to show that the off-road trails to upper and lower led to the same location. I'm not sure why the trail system was broken into an upper and lower, but nonetheless, we decided to follow the lower off-road trail to get to the arches. After bouncing around on the road, we found a calm section. I could just envision camping here tonight while gazing down at Fruita. Even the branches seemed to be foreshadowing what was ahead, but the road wasn't getting any easier. In fact, the hardest part was still to come. We finished the off-road section of the journey and could feel the excitement of closing in on the secluded arches. This part of Colorado holds the second highest concentration of natural arches, and we were about to find them. As we enjoyed our gourmet lunches, peanut butter jelly sandwiches, we felt millions of miles away from civilization. So we set off into the open desert to find our hidden treasure. This area was raw and untamed, which is beautiful in a sense. It does have its complications. These arches are not marked, and we could easily walk right past them if we aren't looking in the right direction. It was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We had pushed all day, and then we noticed something. Off in the distance, we could see the first arch. Soon we would be able to truly experience them. As I looked through Cedar Arch, I could see the path through the center that leads to the lower trail. One day I plan to return to do the lower trail and climb up through this arch. We had successfully explored all of the arches but one. Bridge Arch was hiding from us. As we continued searching, the trail got smaller and it became obvious that we were not still on the same trail. This area was much less explored. We realized that we must have missed the last arch somewhere. So we decided to climb back up the side of the hill in an attempt to find the main trail. As we searched for the main trail, we noticed something dart off out of the brush in the distance. It was bigger than your typical small animal and it ran cat-like. My mind flashed back to the sign that I noticed earlier. We decided to follow the same path back to find the main trail, but not to venture too far off this path. What an incredible place. We couldn't help but wonder, why isn't this a national park? The answer appears obvious. The journey here isn't easy, but that's what protects it. Maybe one day there will be paved roads and parking lots, but today it's still untouched, raw, and wild. Our playground for the day was climbing around massive natural arches with no one else in sight. Rare moments like these remind us, the harder the journey, the sweeter the reward.